had a friend that worked at West Coast Productions, and he was working in the warehouse, and he was just like recruiting girls, trying to, you know, make some extra money on the side. And, you know, we went to high school together. So he was just like, I think you would be good. I think you make a lot of money. You know, you're a lot prettier than a lot of the girls in the industry. And he showed me the ropes, and that was it. And I got addicted to the money. I was like, oh, I'm gonna do a couple, and a couple ended up being a few hundred. My first scene, I made $1,000. And
you didn't even get like the extra for like the first time on film?
Well, it wasn't much. I didn't do like a whole boy girl scene, so it wasn't much. My first scene was more just like what they call like a blowjob scene, and since I was the first, you know, since I was new, I got paid a little bit more just to do a blowjob scene. So that was my first scene. It was just like giving head. Oh, okay, $1,000, cool. I was extremely nervous. But it was just me, the male talent, and the female director. It was a female director at the time, and I mean, it was calm. It was just us, so I felt a little better. And it was with the guy that I knew, so I also felt a little better because.
Oh, the warehouse guy?
Yeah.
Oh, the warehouse guy did.
Yeah, he got in there. And
had you messed with him before?
No, never.
So this
never.
was his way.
So it was just first time. I mean, we both made some money. He didn't want any money from me. He just, you know, did the scene, and we both made some money. I don't know how many I have. It's quite a few. I know I've done over 100 scenes. We don't call them movies. We call them scenes. Sure. So I know it's over 100. I don't know exactly where. How was it? It was easy, actually. You know, when money drives you, which, you know, it drives a lot of people. It just, you know, you're making $1,000 every day. Maybe $500, $600, $700, but you're making this every day. So the money became addicting. It really, really did. And next thing you know, 3 or 4 months later, I'm signing at my first AVN. I'm in the business for only 3 or 4 months, and I'm signing at an AVN. You know, my face is all over a big old poster and things like that. So it was a little, you know, for a 21-year-old at that time making that amount of money, it was a little overwhelming. But it was a great experience. It was a good experience. Well, really, what made me quit initially, I had got into a relationship, and it just wasn't the best thing for my relationship. It just wasn't. Just me doing scenes just wasn't good. And I was okay with that. I had saved enough money, and I had made enough money to where I was okay with saying, you know what, scenes aren't, you know, they aren't the best thing. And then when I got out of that relationship and thought about going back, the industry had plumbed a little bit because of the internet. And I just didn't think it was just the right move for me to go back financially. It's affected everyone. You know, I've seen a lot of people lose their jobs in the industry, period, because of the internet. So, I mean, and it's not just porn. I think it's, you know, in every part of society now, the internet is definitely, it's either helped or it's made it worse. And especially in porn, it's made it worse. Yeah, who wants to pay $10, $15, $20, $30 for one movie with 5 scenes when you can go on a, you know, exploited porn site and pay nothing?
Yeah.
So
pretty much.
Makes sense.
I'm competing against not just who's hot right now, or who's trendy right now. I'm competing against the whole canon of music. Like when I think about the greats like Big Daddy Kane and Rakim, they still in my top 10. Kendrick Lamar's creeping up into my top 10, but he only put out one official album and a couple mixtapes.
When Drake hit me up and was like, yo, I think people misconstrued in this tweet I just tweeted because he didn't hear about what I said about my release party. He was like, yo, you did rip that song. And he was like, yo, I think he said that line was from an intro on his album or something, so.